All aboard. Welcome to our brand new podcast show for the love of books, featuring indie and small press authors who bravely navigate the treacherous waters of independent publishing. I will be your host, Emma, and we're going to have a blast in this special episode as we race the Summer Reading Regatta with Harbor Master Diana Plogpop and Kate McNeil. Kate McNeil is a writer, reader, photographer, and blogger fueled by sushi and dreams. Ahoy, Diana and Kate. How are you?
Ahoy there.
Ahoy. That's a
Ahoy.
greeting, but it's also a Czech greeting. Yup, it means both hello and goodbye. So ahoy, Diana and Kate. How are you on this lovely summer evening?
We're awesome.
Good.
Okay, whoever wants to go first can answer. We're in the second week of the regatta, so how is it going so far?
We are having a blast. We just had a high energy, drag the spinnakers out, 3 sheets to the wind, kind of oh my gosh, it was great. We did a workshop last night with Caroline Topperman, who is an indie author from Ontario, Canada, and it was called Views, Port, and Starboard, Using Images in Your Writing. And we did flash fiction, and we had a blast, and we laughed, and we just, so much fun. The regatta has really taken off to a great start.
Okay, how many authors are participating total in the regatta?
We have 52 this time.
International as well?
Yes, we have 3, I believe, from Canada, and we had 1 from the United Kingdom.
Oh, awesome. And what's coming up this week?
Well, tonight we're doing a special literary event with Donnie Winter. He is a local Michigan poet, and we're going to be focusing on his book. It just came out a few months ago, so we're kind of doing a mini launch for him tonight. And then wow, tomorrow we're doing Kate's very special Sailor Shore School workshop. She can tell you all about that. And then we're doing mystery, and we're just having a blast.
Okay, Kate, tell us about your workshop. Good timing. Good timing.
Perfect timing. So the workshop is going to be about, well, hasn't everybody who's ever written and self-published, especially something, wanted to have a team that just lifts you up and gets you going from when the actual publication date is? I have been so incredibly lucky to have, for my last launch, I had a formal launch team. Prior to that, I had kind of an informal one, but there are so many things that you can put together and know to have a formal launch team that really, especially when it comes to the algorithms of Amazon specifically, gets you right launched off into the atmosphere when it comes to releasing your book.
Yep, and that's going to be on the 10th. So tomorrow is our mystery regatta race leg, and then we're going to do Kate's on the 10th.
All right. So what is the main purpose of the regatta, and why is it a race to Mackinac Island? Why was this specific route picked?
Well, I'll tell you, the point of our regatta this year, we do 3 festivals a year. 1 in February, 1 in June, and 1 in October. And the wider purpose for these festivals is to draw greater attention for indie published and small press published authors, because we just don't get the kind of publicity reach that the traditionally published authors get. So it's my passion in life to offer that additional reach for indie authors. The reason it's a regatta is because I grew up in a sailing family. And I didn't get to sail this year, so I figured, why not sail virtually? Every year in Michigan, there is a very famous, very high energy sailboat race. Lots and lots of boats. They start in Port Huron, Michigan, which is how do we do this? Over here, and there we go, here, and then it goes up. It's the mirror. It goes up and around, up to the top of the state, which is Mackinac Island, and that's where it ends. it's an amazing race. It's super fun, lots and lots of boats, lots and lots of sailors. It's a 3-day nonstop wind-filled party. So I thought, why not fashion our virtual festival after that race? So that's what we're doing.
Sure. Can you explain to our listeners the concept of the regatta legs? Either one of you, whoever wants to go.
Kate, why don't you take that?
Oh,
Ahoy.
You want me to take it? I can take it. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm not a sailor. This is the thing. Diana, I love her dearly, and she's about the only one that could drag me onto a boat, virtual or otherwise, because I do not enjoy the water at all. So I will defer this to Diana.
Okay, Diana, you take it from here.
So the race legs are our daily, in this case, nightly, opportunities for readers to get to know indie authors and their books. So because this is a sailing theme, we're calling them race legs, because every port you go through in a race to go northbound, it's called a leg. Foot races are the same thing. They call them a leg. So each day that we have an event, we're calling it a race leg. And each night, I think there's only 4 nights in June where we're not doing something. But all the other nights we are getting together and sharing authors from a wide range of different genres, so that readers can get to know their books. And each event is free and open to the public, and we are all family friendly. So we have some people as young as 8 years old coming with their parents into the room. So it's a blast. We have a good time.
Right. How do the captain authors get their points on the leaderboard? I've noticed on your website pages, promotions website, events page, the description of the Summer Virtual Festival. How do authors get their points on the leaderboard?
Well, the way it works is authors invite their friends, family, coworkers, whomever, to join us for the race leg that they're reading in. So, for instance, Emma, on June 11th, you're going to be joining us in the short story leg. So we would encourage you to send out emails and newsletters and social media posts to let people know that you're reading that night. When people register to attend your race leg, there's a field there where people can tell us which author they would like to support, and they can support more than one. For every person that attends a race leg, the author gets a point, and it takes 3 points to move to the next northbound harbor stop in the journey toward Mackinac Island. So on our website, we have a leaderboard with all the names of the authors, their points, and the virtual harbor stop that they're currently at. So everybody can follow along and help the authors gain a footing as they go through the race. Okay,
this one is for Kate. Kate, how will the regatta sell books? Tell us about the harbor store.
Oh, this is one of my favorite things, honestly. And I'm just going to say, I'll brag on her till the end of days. Diana is one of the greatest supporters of indie authors that I have ever met in my entire life, let alone my indie author career. She goes to the end of everything to support indie authors and has been for many, many years. So one of the great things about the Harbor Store is I will be linking this multiple times in all of these, or if I'm not there, trust me, somebody else will be. All of the proceeds go right back to the author. They do not go to Paige's Promotions or Diana. They go straight back to the authors. And that is so incredibly important for indie authors, where we don't have an entire house or a production team or anything like that behind us. And so for her to just immediately say, no, this is all going straight back to the authors, that is so incredibly important to understanding the concept of the community of indie authors and why it's so important to have a community where we support each other and we lift each other up and we just keep promoting each other wherever it's possible. Because again, we don't have a huge company behind us. And so again, I could rave on this all day. I won't. But Diana is just one of the greatest people I've ever known when it comes to supporting indie authors and supporting them getting back what they put into it.
Thank you, Kate. I really appreciate your kindness. Your friendship means a great deal to me, and I appreciate that you're so involved. You're teaching a workshop, you're supporting the cause, you're on every night with me, supporting me through my technology snafus. So thank you very much.
It's only because I'm going to steal your dog or try to at some point.
I almost brought him over to you today. He was making me crazy.
Okay, who wants to talk about the workshops?
I can tell you about those. We have 5 different workshops that we're offering on different topics. Last night, we did a workshop with Caroline Topperman. She's an amazing author from Ontario, Canada.
Loved it. Loved it.
Oh, so much fun. We did Views, Port and Starboard. In fact, I just 10 minutes before we joined you tonight, I linked the replay to the website. And it's only $10 to watch the replay, and you get a PDF transcript with that too. That's a new feature. This festival, we have PDF transcripts of the workshops. If you come and see them live, they're only $5. And again, all that money is going to go back to the authors that lead the workshop. So when Kate teaches her workshop, I'm not taking any of that admission money. That's all going to go right back to Kate, because it's our way of saying thank you to supporting the festival and our community. So we're gonna do, last night we did Views, Port and Starboard, about using images as prompts. Kate is going to do, on the 10th, she's going to do street teams and launch teams. And then Andrew Smith is going to be doing Shots Across the Bow, where he's going to be talking to us about using weapons in fiction. And I need to put a little disclaimer on that particular one. That one is the only one that we're doing that is PG-13. Parental guidance is suggested because it is weaponry. And we want to be cognizant of allowing parents to make the decisions of the exposure that their children have to that topic. Deborah Reed is going to be doing You Had Me at the Hook, which is a super family-friendly workshop about opening lines in books, and we encourage young authors to come to that as well. Deborah does a lot of workshops with young writers in the schools, and so we encourage younger people to come to that. And then we'll be rounding out the month with Christopher Gare and Brent Seth, and they're going to be doing a program called Land Ho, and this is going to be on world building. So both Brent and Christopher write in different genres. Brent writes in science fiction and Christopher writes in suspense. And they're going to both together teach you world building from different ends of the spectrum coming into the middle. So it's going to be a really fun month of just great learning and great community sharing of books and authors.
It has been so far. Who wants to talk about the spinny wheel of happiness?
Oh, Diana, you described it better.
Who came up
All
with
right.
wacky spinning?
So I am, by all admission, a 6-year-old inside. I love fun, ridiculous things. The smallest little things in life make me giggle, and the spinny wheel of happiness is one of those things. Every night, at every race flag and at every workshop, we give away books. The authors in our community are some of the most generous people I have ever met. When I asked each one of the authors to donate a single copy of their book to our festival, I got more than a single copy from an overwhelming number of books. In total, we're giving away 145 books and other prizes throughout the month. We're using the spinning wheel of happiness to do that. When you attend a race leg or a workshop, your name goes on a wheel. We spin the wheel. There's ridiculous music and noise, and it's just super fun. And that is how we randomly select who's going to win every night. It makes it 100% random. And so there's no bias on my part about who gets the prizes. And then on top of that, it's just a ridiculous fun thing for me.
I love the music on this one. You have that sailors music going on. I love it.
The pirate music is super fun, yes.
Yeah.
Yep, agree.
Yep, pirate music. Any surprises along this route from Port Huron to Mackinac Island? Any surprises so far? Something that you did not expect from this regatta? Something that really surprised you? If you were to compare it, let's say for the previous February date, what was the February one, winter?
The February one was Blind Date with a Book. Yep.
Yeah, Blind Date. If you were to compare these two, any surprises with this one, with the regatta? Kate, what do you think?
It's not so much a surprise, but just an overwhelming sense of gratefulness of how generous this community is. Again, I'm not surprised by it, but being able to see, I went over to Diana's home a couple of weeks ago and just seeing what people have sent and said, just give this away. Just here, I don't want, here, go. And even there are a couple of people who aren't able to attend this month's virtual book festival, and to see what they still gave to just give away. Here you go, open-handed, nothing, withheld. That was, I hope that people recognize why this community is so important, because they genuinely gave just here. No, you don't have to do anything else. I don't want anything else for this. Just here you go. Give it away.
It's absolutely stunning to me how generous this community is. You know, we are not in competition with one another. I have never met another indie author in all the years I've been writing who ever said, I want to sell more books than you. I want to climb the ladder faster than you.
Yep.
Even the authors in our community that are USA Today bestselling authors, and we have quite a few, even they are so generous and so kind and so giving. Nobody's in competition with each other. It's a genuine family and a genuine community. And again, that's not a surprise to me because I've seen it for years, but it's a wonderful thing. The other thing that I would say is a surprise to me this time out, and we're only 8 days in so far, but I think the biggest surprise for me this time around is how many younger people are joining with their parents to watch the race flags and to listen to the stories. You know, I said one night that for me, putting on a festival is very much like when I was a child going to the library on Sunday afternoon for story time. I so enjoy listening to people tell stories. And so I'm really pleased that people are inviting their children into the Zoom rooms so that we can share that experience of storytelling with younger people and hopefully create lifelong readers.
Yeah, I agree. Awesome. Can you tell us about the life raft ticket to sail out of mediocrity? What is that one all about? I love all your titles. They're just so enticing.
I'm a little nuts. When I get a theme in my head, it's kind of difficult to get it out. I have a theme I'm building for October, but I won't release any details just yet, but we're working on it. Kate, you want to tell them about, here's the Life Raft lottery tickets in case anybody hasn't seen them.
Okay.
Diana, again, goes the extra mile for her indie authors. And so last time we had gold and silver bronze tickets, such, after Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And now we have scratch offs, which who doesn't love that? I mean, your fortune is in your hand right there. And so now everybody that wins a book needs to immediately open up their book and check out what did they get, because they could get a ticket that wins them just all kinds of amazing things. It's just thinking about it again just gets me so very happy. Diana, what is the gold, silver, and bronze?
Well, we don't have gold, silver, and bronze this time. We have 15 bonus prizes of all various shapes and sizes and craziness. Again, coming completely out of the generosity of our authors. In some cases, we're giving away a set in Ian Tadashi Moore, who's an amazing author artist. He contributed 3 audiobooks and a print book. Mark Bello contributed 5 or 6 books in his series. So many authors are contributing so many different things. We have 2 new games that I created this year that are kind of super fun. One is a board game that is based on, it's kind of a cross between Chutes and Ladders and Monopoly, and it's about the writing life. Kate came over one day and we kind of played around with it. We had a good time. And then the other game.
I loved it. She pulled out the actual, the cards, the test cards. I loved it. Oh my goodness. It's going to be so much. It is. It's so much fun.
And then the second game that I created is a card game after poker. It's kind of a poker style card game. The really fun thing about this is that each card has either an author, then their face on the card, or a book that the author has written with their genre, and there are points attributed to each card, and you play it like a poker game. And there's a little bit, the rules are a little bit different because, you know, I had to make it indie author themed. So instead of a full house, you get, you know, the trilogy, or instead of a royal flush, you get maybe the author, you know, the, what is it? The author 5, I think is what it is. So we did just some really fun things. Both of those games are in production right now, and hopefully they will ship to me, all things being equal with the US Postal Service. They'll ship to me by the end of the month so we can give them away at the end of June. But we have even more prizes we're giving away, 15 bonus prizes in total. Andrew Allen Smith was an amazingly generous human being. He, in his ultimate prize package, is giving away a book, a $50 Amazon gift card, and a $25 American Express gift card, I believe it is. So we're doing all this great stuff. We're getting authors involved. We gave away our first lottery ticket prize winner today, which was super fun. She scratched off her ticket and she posted a picture on her Facebook page. We're doing silly videos. We're having a blast.
And these are limited, right?
Yeah. There's only 15 bonus prizes that we're giving away.
And what is this deal with the video? In some cases, you're supposed to do a video with you being the main star. Is that?
Yeah. So Kate came up with this idea in February for the blind date with a book. So since it's her thing, I'm going to let you tell her what's going on with that.
Oh my Lord. I don't even know what's going on right now. It seems like there's just, everybody is just going with it and running with it. So if you make a video, is it the poem that we have, or is that?
Yeah, the poem is on the Facebook page and on the website.
Okay, so there is a poem on the website page, which everybody needs to go check out, obviously, which Diana wrote. And it is very much a very sea shanty, you know, but it's there. It's wonderful. But what we need you to do is to recite this poem in costume, in character, record yourself. If you're having anxiety and nerves, which, hey, we're not going to blame anybody for that, reach out to Andrew, because he'll do it with you.
And Andrew's already done one and posted it on our Facebook page. It was incredible. I think day 2 he had it recorded and it was on the Facebook page. So if you go to the announcements tab on our Facebook page, which is Virtual Book Festival on Facebook, you can find Andrew's video. Now the video poem that everybody's going to be reciting, this is how you get the super bonus prizes. So if you win a lottery ticket scratch off, those are the people who enter with the videos, and everybody who posts a video, we're gonna have the Facebook group vote on them, and that's how we're giving away the ultimate prize pack. So all the details are on the website. They're all on the Facebook page. And if you come to the race legs, you'll learn all the details because we talk about it every night. Also, the race legs are on our YouTube channel in replay. So the race legs every night are in replay for free. You can watch them on our YouTube channel. The workshops, again, have a $10 replay fee, and that's just so that I can send some kind of monetary thank you to the authors for donating their time to teach.
So the main goal is to get as many readers as possible to sign up for these Zoom meetings, right? And
Absolutely.
And for us authors to send out the Zoom link for that particular leg, regatta.
Or for all the legs of your friends. Remember, if you support your indie author friends, they will support you. And you can list as many names in that referring author field as you want. So I have some people who attend who put 4 and 5 names into that field every night. So if you come, write down all the names of the authors that you would like to support. It doesn't just have to be people in that night's race leg. And you can vote for yourself too. So when you attend, put your own name in there, and it'll help win points to move you north on the race to go to Mackinac.
Okay, and whoever reaches the end point in Mackinac, what does the winner get?
We're doing just I'm just wacky. I'm having a good time, and we're calling it the Captain of the Fleet. That's the title that you'll get. So every author that reaches Mackinac Island will get a snazzy finisher's medal. Every author that gets there before June 30th will get a snazzy finisher's medal. Then, out of those authors who finish, we will have a special drawing during the Venetian Night Wrap Party on June 30th. We'll do a special spinny wheel that night to draw who the captain of the fleet will be out of this pool of finishing authors. The captain of the fleet will get a super snazzy trophy. It's like this tall, engraved, that says Captain of the Fleet on it. They will also get a free entry into our October virtual festival and a $50 Amazon gift card. So the author that gets there first gets finisher's medal, and then all the authors that finish by June 30th will be on the spinning wheel of happiness to win that grand prize at the end, to be the captain of the fleet. And I just want to say, right now, Deborah Reed is in the lead. I think she has 15 points.
Wow. That
Our
is
goal.
Reed.
Our goal
Reed.
Our goal
Reed.
Our goal is 34 shoreline spectators at each regatta leg for a total of 1,000 total people visiting throughout the entire month. So the more people you invite, the more people attend. Not only do they have fun, but you get to earn points to go up to Mackinac.
All right. Can you tell us a little bit about the October Book Fest? No, that you're keeping that secret.
Yeah, sorry. That one is
secret.
That one. The details for the upcoming October festival are still locked away in Davy Jones' locker. I'm not bringing those to the surface for a little while. I need to get through one festival before I can get to the next one. But what I can tell you is that the first week of July, the sign-up form and all the details will be posted on our website and posted on our Facebook page. But I got to get done with the regatta before I can think about anything else.
I understand.
But I will say that knowing Diana, as long as I have been fortunate enough to know her for, the one in October, just whenever it opens up, go ahead and sign up for it. It's going to be fun. Do I know some special secrets? Yes, I do. I'm not going to reveal any of those.
No secrets revealed.
But would I strongly encourage any indie authors to go ahead and just consider signing up? Yes, I would. This has been the greatest ride ever. It really
so
has.
Much fun.
It is.
I'm trying to make it as financially available as possible. The sign up fee it's going to go up a little bit because our technology fees just went out. I just got a new invoice for my Zoom. So, so to sign up for October, I will tell you that the early bird rate will be $35 instead of $25 this time.
Okay.
And the last minute sign up, which is usually the last 2 weeks of the sign up period, will be $50. So for $35, I still think it's a great outreach opportunity now, especially that we're going worldwide.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. Wait. I'm hijacking big time here, but Diana, can you just mention a little bit about how we have gone from a year ago to, granted, where we are in the United States, to where people have been reaching out to you internationally and saying, "Hey, can we get in on this too?"
Yeah, it's been a really exciting ride, really. Last year, because of COVID, we started this last June, and I only had Michigan authors, and I think I had 28 Michigan authors last June. In October, we had Michigan authors, and we had a few from the tri-state area. And then, and I think we had 43 authors in October. In February, for Blind Date with a Book, we had 45 authors, and we had Canadian authors, and we had people from all over the country, out west and down south. And some of my favorite authors I've discovered came from Louisiana, which is really super cool. And now we have, I think, 52 or 53 authors, and we have more authors from Canada and now the United Kingdom. It's getting bigger, and we're having a blast.
Yep.
So how do people find out about this event? Is it mostly from Facebook, or what kind of a feedback are you getting when you ask in your survey, you mail out surveys? How do people find out about the event?
It's primarily through Facebook and through our website. Kate does an awesome job of putting stuff on Instagram. I'm still an Instagram infant. I'm still trying to figure out Instagram. But Facebook is my social media drug of choice, so that's where I am most of the time. And then we have a great reach. I have a newsletter that goes out a couple times a month. And then the website, I'm always adding things to the website. The majority of the attention that we get for this festival is by word of mouth. It's by authors like you, Emma, who support us and put us on podcasts and do interviews. So we really, really, really appreciate your support and your kindness in doing events like this so that we can get the word out.
Absolutely. All right, before we do our parting shots, I would like to thank our sponsors of the podcast, Doc Shavant and Digital Quill Services for Writers with Kali Nye. Diana, give us your parting shots.
Well, what I do want to say in anticipation of October is because we want to take it international, we have just posted in the last week a fundraising event. You can go to our website and you can buy t-shirts and hats, tote bags, and we're selling trees as well. So if you want to give back to the planet while giving back to indie authors, you can buy a tree. I think it's $25. You can buy a tree, plant a tree, and help indie authors. The fundraising event is strictly going to support future virtual events, and big announcement, we are planning a huge hybrid event for next June.
I was going to ask you about that.
We're gonna do a virtual in the afternoon And we're also going to do a weekend, maybe 2 weekends of a live in-person event where we're going to also do live Zoom interviews during that event. And then we're going to do international Zoom meetings with our international authors. So we're planning really big stuff, but we can't do it without your financial supports because I don't want to make it cost a lot for the authors. So if you can go onto our webpage and support us by buying a t-shirt or a hat or a tote bag or a tree, we would love that. And it will just help the authors to make our future events more accessible for them.
What is the website for this where people can find this?
pagespromotions.com. You can find everything you want to know and probably some stuff you didn't want to know.
Oh, okay, good. That's always good to know. That's always good to know. Kate, your parting shots.
I would just say, honestly, keeping in mind that it used to be in the past that publishing independently was kind of your last resort. And now there are people like me and Diana where no, we choose to publish independently. This is very much a choice. This is not a default option. And to very much, even in the last past couple of weeks, I have found books that I would never have bought myself at Barnes & Noble or any other paper book, anything. Anyway, please consider that this may be the future of publishing. And the people that we have had in this especially this particular virtual book festival, I'm just buying them up left and right. And so please don't ever discount that. It's not a default. It's not a default option. It is, no, this is what I chose to do. And some of the most amazing things come out of that.
So let me just have a quick note of perspective to that. 5 years ago, there were 20 major traditional publishing houses in the world. Today, 5 years later, because of the strong impact of indie authors and the control and the influence that they have on the reading public, we are now down to 4 major publishing houses in the world in just 5 years. And this is a direct result of indie authors taking control of their creative lives. And so we want to support that. That's the only reason I'm doing this.
Well, I've read that there are 1 million ISBNs issued annually. That's a huge market. That is a huge chunk of the market. 1 million ISBNs.
Yes, yeah, and that tells you how many authors are publishing indie now. You know, yes, it's still important to have your professional team behind you, your editors and your cover designers and all of that. That's super, super important so that you can produce books that people love and will love for generations. But the fact that indie authors now have control over their writing careers, it's phenomenal. And I think it's probably one of the best things to happen to our industry.
Agreed.
And my parting shots are buy indie, read indie, and write indie. Keep your fingers on the keyboard and your butt in the chair. And ahoy! Ahoy, sailors!
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you on the open water.
Thank you.